Hi, we are making something really fun today. I'm really excited about this. So it's going to be a tote bag. We're kind of on our placemat tote bag kick. So I picked up a couple of these vinyl placemats at Hobby Lobby for $1.99 each. I don't remember if they were on sale or not, maybe. And then this fabric here, I think I also picked that up at Hobby Lobby. I think that's really pretty, just a cotton fabric. That's for our liner. We're going to need 4 cotton webbing straps at 4 inches each. And then we're going to put these kind of handles on it this time. I thought these were so fun. This is going to give us a totally different look for our totes. And I think it'll be really fun. I bought these in a pack of, so they have 6 pairs. I just bought these on Amazon. I went ahead and put those in my storefront because I think that's really fun and I have high hopes for how this is going to turn out. So let's get started and see how this goes. Okay, I just put the right sides together of the placemats and the liner, and I just sewed the 2 sides in the bottom. And so I've done that with both of the things. And now we're going to cut our boxes for our boxed out corners so that it stands up nice. I got a new tool. I got this boxy bag tool. And so it's just got our corners already measured for us, so we don't have to use a different measuring device or a tape measure or something. So I'm going to use the 2-inch block. And I am just going to place that right on my corner. I'm going to use my heat erase pen to mark it. And then get those cut out, and I'm going to do that on the mats and on the liner. Okay, got that done. Now we're just going to go over to the sewing machine and we're going to pull our corners and just sew right along the edges. We're going to do that on all 4 corners. For this project, I am just using my regular presser foot. I have got my stitch length set to 2.2, and I am not using a special needle, but I will say that you may want to change your needle after you're done sewing on these vinyl placemats before you start a more delicate project, but this works just fine for me, and I do recommend that you just go slow over the seams. So I've turned my bag right side out, the outside of it. Doesn't that look nice? It's going to stand on its own. Very, very nice. And now I've put my liner on the inside. We matched our wrong sides together here. So we've got that in, and I've clipped it in. So I've left some spaces at the on the 2 sides because this is where we're going to want our handle to go. So I want to go ahead and attach our liner before we do our handles. So I'm going to go ahead and sew it, but I'm going to leave the space open between these 2 clips and these 2 clips. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just turn under the very top of my liner there. Get it as close to the top as we can. And then we're just going to go ahead and stitch so that we have a nice finished look. You don't want to forget to turn your liner under there. Okay, I think this is going to be so cute. All right, so I've left the openings here on the side. I went ahead and I marked, I just put a little mark right in the center of each side here. So we have our sides marked. Now we're going to take our handles. We're going to make sure we've left our opening wide enough. So center your handle on your little mark here. That's where that's going to go. And then we're going to take our first webbing strap. And we're going to just loop the 2 webbing straps rather. We're going to loop them around our handle like this. Then we're going to tuck it inside the liner, between the liner and the placemat. I'm going to have to lay this down to do that. Okay. Make sure things are all centered. We're going to get our lining all attached up there. So everything is, so this webbing is all tucked in there nice. And we're just going to pin it. And then when we're going to go back and we're going to sew right along here, I think I've decided to put my zipper foot on for this because I'll be able to get nice and close to the top here. This will get in the way maybe of our bigger, our regular foot, which is, I mean, just a tiny bit wider, but I think we'll try the zipper foot for that. So I'm just gonna get these in place and then get it over to the sewing machine. Okay, so every once in a while you're making something and you get like this little tingle as you're making it because you know it is just going to be fabulous. I am so thrilled with how this turned out. I can't believe this is just a couple placemats and these handles, but I'm really crazy about it. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. I just love it so much. I think I'm gonna have to keep this one for myself, but I am gonna make a second one identical to it and pop it in the Etsy shop. But yeah, really cute. And you know what? It was really very easy. It was a great call to do the zipper foot here because I could get that nice and close. So, and I did actually stitch that 2 times because I just wanted to reinforce those a little bit, but really fun, really fun. Let me know what you think.